Welcome friends to another edition of A Sportsman's Life. We want to thank you for joining us on our show today. Luke and I are going to be doing some sort of adventure today. As you can see, we've got a turkey here, and we're going to either be canoeing the creek, we could be fishing. I don't know what we're going to be doing today, but we will be having some fun.
We will, Jeff, and today we're obviously spring turkey hunting. Jeff got him a nice bird. We're going to go get this rascal put in the cooler, but the whole crux of our shows are we show what happens. We don't always kill a turkey.
We don't always catch a fish.
Or get a big buck. Stay tuned though, we're going to show you what's going on this week. If we get something big, we'll show it to you. If we just have fun in the outdoors, we'll also show it, right Jeff?
Absolutely.
Well folks, here we are at the Buck and Bass Ranch. Gonna do an evening hunt. See what happens here. It's got an hour till dark, so let's give it a last minute effort. It came out last night, saw one last night, didn't get a shot, but let's see what we can do tonight. So stick with me and we'll be back.
Well, friends, I want to show you what I use for night hunting. This is the Wraith by Sightmark. It's a digital, it's not thermal, but you can use it for daytime hunting. It has a color mode, it's color during the day, and at nighttime for shooting hogs and predators out to, I've killed them out to 125 yards, but I sight in for that distance. You could shoot them a lot farther. Go online to learn more about the Wraith. You can go to sightmark.com and check them out. Absolutely awesome hunting tool for day or night. Well, folks, it is Luke Clayton, and I want to show you something right here that I am very, very proud of. My Gearhead Bow. I've taken a couple of hogs with it, and I'm deer hunting. I'm down at the Bucket Bass Ranch at a buddy of mine's, and I'm going to be deer hunting. Let me show you something here. Now, this is the coolest thing in the world, and the first time I have ever shot a bow with a shoot-through riser. I'm going to look right at you here. There's a riser here. There's a riser here. Look at the arrow on this Gearhead bow, right in the middle. And if you think that doesn't make a difference, you know, for many, many years, me and I guess every other bow hunter been shooting one side of the riser or the other. This thing shoots straight through. Folks, check them out online. This is the bow that I hunt with, and I've got a lot, I love it, lots of confidence in it. Gearheadarchery.com.
Well, friends, welcome back to A Sportsman's Life. As you can see, we found our hog. We put a nice shot on this bad boy. He didn't go that far, maybe 60 yards. Good blood trail. As you can see, my buggy off in a distance area, like I said, about 60, 75 yards away or so. So easy blood trail. Followed this guy, you know, followed the blood trail right to this guy. He hit this tree and he didn't go far at all. So anyway, we're gonna step away now. We've got Luke gonna join us here in a second. He's cooking up some breakfast items on a fancy little grill that he's picked up along the way. So stay tuned for more fun and exciting stuff coming up here on A Sportsman's Life.
Folks, as an old outdoors writer, I have used lots of products. Smoke and Tex electric smokers. The best smokers that you can find. This is Diz and this is Scott, my buddies. Diz, tell them how they can learn more about Smoke and Tex.
Yeah, obviously the number one source of information is going to be our website. It's got hundreds of recipes, it's got helpful guides, it's got all of our models and our accessories listed there. Of course, we have a phone number, 888-922-1511, and we'll actually answer our own phones.
That's true. And Diz, the main thing, the easy way, smokeandtex.com. You can learn all about it.
Correct. And of course, we're on all the social media, Instagram, Facebook, etc. So take a look at us whenever you can, and whatever social media you'd like, and we look forward to working with you.
Well, good morning, folks. It's your old buddy Luke Clayton. It's early morning out in the woods behind my house here at my little camp where I do a lot of filming. It's time for an outdoor cooking segment for us. We haven't done this in a while. So what we're going to do, I'm going to show you how to cook breakfast. It's about 7:30 in the morning at camp with a little unit called it's a Breeo. You can go online to Breeo.com. I've been using this thing for a while. Breeo.com, but it's called the Outpost, and it's a grill just right for, you know, outdoor cooking. You can take this thing anywhere, and I'll show you how it works. It has a little stake right here that you drive in the ground with the rod that's going to wind up holding your grill up, like a T-post driver, if you will. That's the way you do it. Tap it in the ground. We're going to do this in just a minute so you can see how it works. But basically, your grill, once we get it in the ground, your grill was set right on here, and it's portable. You can build you a campfire underneath this, and cook your breakfast. So let's set this thing up in the ground, and I'll go ahead and start a fire, get it going, and we'll cook breakfast. What do you say? Okay, folks, I've got a little newspaper and kindling wood to make our fire. So our goal is to have our grill, of course, right over the fire. This thing pivots, this outpost, you know. So first off, let's put this in the ground, this stake, and these little flanges hold the stake in the ground. So let's put it about right here. And again, we'll use this like a T-post driver. So it's in the ground really good. Now then, let's turn it over and put this piece down in the slot in the ground here. And there's a little locking device there. And it becomes very, very steady. Then we will put our grill, and as you see, there's a little lock down here, a little wing nut, if you will. Let's turn that over. I tell you, let's raise it up and get our fire going. So the next thing we will do is start our campfire and then get our fire going, and we're going to make breakfast. How about that? My friends, it is now time to start a campfire. I'm going to impress you with my fire starting skills. I could just use a match, but it wouldn't be near as cool as our flint and steel. So let's see if we can get this paper going with an old flint and steel. See how that works? Put that down in there. Look out, let's get her going now. That should be just about right for our campfire to get that going. So let's let this burn down and then we will start our breakfast. What do you say? Well, folks, I wish you could be right here with me, because I think we're going to have a pretty good breakfast. An old Mike Ford recipe. Mike's a old NFL quarterback, star quarterback for SMU back in the 80s, I think. This is a Mike Ford special right here. So Mike, this is for you, buddy. We've got a baked potato, actually, that's in the skillet. We baked it last night or night before. We just smashed it up, and we're chopping some onion up in here now. Kind of sauteing some onion and potato, right? Nothing to this deal. And these potatoes are, man, I'm liking this little outpost grill. Awesome. Anyway, potatoes are all kind of mashed up. I mashed up a big baking potato in there. And now we're going to have a couple of eggs in here. Let's just do that right now. Nothing to it. One. And one more egg. Okay. Now then, I say we scramble this up. I've already put salt and pepper in the potatoes, so how about this little grill, folks? I mean, you know, you can take this thing anywhere. Even did it the old school with a flint and steel, started the fire. Of course, I had some matches, but I thought it'd be kind of fun to maybe impress you folks a little bit with that flint and steel. Doesn't take long. You know what I forgot is a little jalapeno. Dadgummit. Oh well, I may chip some up and put it in there anyway. Love jalapeno. See how those eggs are cooking up good? Now, if you had some homemade venison sausage or whatever, you could dice that up in there too, but this is going to be breakfast this morning right here. Who knows, I may cut up a little piece of smoked sausage and heat it up for this a little bit. But this is really what I wanted to show you. This little Breeo grill, folks, is the cat's meow. What do you think? Check them out online. I've just had this one a week or so and, you know, just started cooking with it, but I think it's really cool. Okay, let's take a commercial break now, and we'll be right back with you in a little bit. Hi folks, it's your old buddy Luke Clayton, and this ain't your grandpa's pump-up air gun. This is the Texan made by Air Force Air Guns, and it's the most powerful production air gun in the world. A few years ago I started shooting these probably, well, when they first came out, I actually had a chance to test. They didn't really need any testing, but to shoot one of the 10 prototypes when it first came out. Now this is the improved model. This tank pressures up to 3,625 psi. This gun will develop, I believe it's 750 foot-pounds of energy shooting a 520 grain bullet. So this is your big daddy of air guns. If you want to get into hunting or shooting air guns, you know, you don't have to shoot a 520 grain bullet. I shoot a Nielsen specialty ammo bullet that's, I think it's 340 grains. But here you go. Check these out online. You can go to airforceairguns.com and check them out. But this is the one I've hunted with a lot. I've probably killed 30 hogs and a bunch of exotics, and I'm going to get after the deer here in Texas this year with it. airforceairguns.com.
Well, welcome back to A Sportsman's Life, folks. We're going to take a quick peek at a video that I took just recently on a hunt that Luke and I were on, and was able to capture a little bit of video of a bobcat. So we're going to wind the show down with just a little bit of Mr. Bobcat. Won't you join us? Well, friends, we want to thank you for joining us here on A Sportsman's Life, and look forward to you joining us right back here next week for another fun and exciting adventure. Until then, be safe in the outdoors.